Light is magical. Light itself is part of our well-being. My proximity to the Pacific Ocean has been, I think, quite along throughout my life. I used to start playing with the foam. I was fascinated how the iridescence of the sun played with the bubbles that they were all displaying along the shore. Sometimes, depending what time of the year it was, the foams will be actually gathering very large sculptural forms along. That brought my curiosity with shapes, with movement, and with the light that the sun had with the natural foam that it was along the shores. The project and the installations that I make has an incredible parallel and relationship with well-being, because it truly engages in a magical way the individual as a complete person. To discuss about well-being is very important for all of us, because that means that we are looking for a balance. I often think or heard about people talking about happiness or what they would make them happy. And to me, that word doesn't exist. I look at it more as a balance. The general well-being of the individual relates to mind and body, right? So it's and the emotional part of it. So that also has a relationship with our social conditions. It's very important that we are starting large discussions about well-being globally. When I make an artwork, there's always a conceptual reason, of course, why that art belongs to that space at that particular moment. But at the same time, I want to make a person, an individual, to think. That is going to inspire them. At the same time, then they're going to go to be more creative in their own lives. Love, passion, and perseverance. I think that with all those components, things cannot be moving with the flow. You have to become one with the architecture. The building starts truly talking to you. It tells you what it requires. The title, Santia, means the knowledge, how you're going to experience, how you're going to be processing all what you are going to be learning, not only as a child, but continuously throughout your life. The more knowledge do you have about your own self, it's going to be the best for the well-being. When you are okay, you are able to share with 1, 2, 10, or 100 individuals, depending on your platform. So if you touch one, you don't know how the repercussion and how it's going to be propagating the sense of well-being. But I like light as a material, right? Because I use the light as material of my work. It's part of the work, right? I use it for every single piece. It's because I love the fact that I cannot catch it. I cannot catch a second. I cannot own 1 second. Neither me or any other viewer as well, right? You will say, oh, I miss it. I wish I could see it. No, keep moving. Well-being is not something that we could achieve in one day. We have to work for it, right? And we have to be aware. Once you are aware, then that gives you the focus to make those changes. And how could you bring that light and bring not only changes for you, but also social changes with your own communities? Of course, for me, it was very important for the piece to be in Axuna Centro because I wanted to communicate with the public. So I would say that most of the viewers spend quite a while, in front of the sculpture to try to understand not only the movement, but also how the colors might change. I never wish to control how a person is going to think, how a person is going to move. Often, sometimes I might, see it or just walk around and even, see the conversations. People have their own visual imagination. That's another part. All the shapes and sometimes creatures that they might might be able to feel very much attached to the piece. Well, I think that Santia being here at Axuna, it describes very well my well-being, my state of well-being.